maybe Bitcoin can't be used worldwide. If you look at Satoshi's messages, he seems to think that there's no problem scaling Bitcoin. He talks about actually increasing the block size. Now, I know we went through the block wars and the bigger blocks failed, but who's to say that we don't revisit that, which we probably will, and we do increase the block size somehow in a different way than what was done with Bcash, Bitcoin Cash. Who knows what's to happen, because it could turn into a system where, what are those stones, the Georgia Guidestones, where it says only like 500,000 people or something should live in perfect harmony with nature? We could turn into a system where it's like, well, only 500,000 people or whatever the number is can use Bitcoin on layer one self-custody. Everyone else is a slave to the stablecoin peg, second layer solutions, Lightning Network, third layer solutions. I don't want to see that, but it's possible that that's how it goes. Bitcoin's only for the privileged.
Yeah, I had heard about, you mentioned the Georgia Guidestones. I heard about that years ago, and like kind of always had this like little curiosity. It's like, oh, maybe when I'm driving around on a Sunday afternoon drive, I'll swing by and just see what that's all about. Because from where I live, it's probably only like less than a 2-hour drive. I put it off and well, I guess I put it off too long.
Oh no, you missed your chance.
I missed my chance.
Oh
no. It's like, and I've been in that part of the country, that part of the state. It's up in the northeastern part of Georgia, and they have there's a big marble quarry there. But there's a lot of weirdness about that. Too much to go into.
Yeah.
We'd have to rename our episode like a conspiracy episode. But it does say that. It says, the population living in perfect harmony with nature, with a population of 500 million. Well, you say, wait a second. There's 8 billion now. So 500 million is half a billion. So that means that like 1/20th of us would survive.
Now, don't tell me that the Bitcoin network can only support 500 million people, like 7 transactions per second. How many? If that math works out, it's definitely going to be some crazy conspiracy.
Well, yeah. Well, I think we've already gotten past the whole like that the transaction speed and the amount of transactions and the number of people in the globe doesn't work out.
Right.
And that the reality is it doesn't have to. That there's other mechanisms to like move value around that is anchored in Bitcoin. Like Lightning, like Arc, some of these other layer 2s, not even going to this other bullshit, altcoin stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like there is already now good ways to scale it. The Lightning Network has shown to be continuing to grow, and we saw like $1 million transaction on the Lightning Network as a proof of concept that was transacted recently. Now, that was probably a special situation, but it was a good proof point, and it showed that there's some scale there, and the network keeps growing. So it's like there will be, like, humans will find a way, right? The human critter is a pretty resilient and industrious critter, especially when stressed. Yes. Especially when times really call for it.